Could this tiny, unassuming penny be worth millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. A 1964 Lincoln penny with no mint mark might just be one of the rarest and most sought-after coins by collectors today. But what makes this particular penny so valuable? And how can you tell if you have one hidden in your collection? Let's dive into the fascinating world of rare coins and uncover the secrets behind the $1 million Lincoln penny. Let's rewind the clock to 1964. It was a pivotal year for the United States Mint, as they were facing an unprecedented coin shortage due to rising demand and the growing U.S. economy. The penny, featuring the iconic Abraham Lincoln design that had been in circulation since 1909, was a staple of American currency, but what many people don't know is that 1964 was also a critical year for coin collectors. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, but something interesting happened with a select few. A batch of pennies was minted without a mint mark. Now, normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark, and that was standard. But what makes the 1964 no mint mark penny so special? Well, it's not just about the absence of a mint mark, it's about the quality, the rarity, and some peculiar minting errors that occurred during production. So what's the deal with this particular penny? First, we need to understand that the 1964 Lincoln penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, just like other pennies of its era. But here's where things get interesting. Several examples of the 1964 Lincoln penny were struck with sharp details and an unusually high-quality finish, making them proof-like coins. These were not official proof coins, but they resemble proof coins in their pristine appearance. Furthermore, the penny's lack of a mint mark, combined with its condition and these minting anomalies, led to a few of these coins fetching enormous prices at auctions. We're talking up to $1 million in some cases. These pennies are ultra-rare, and collectors will pay big bucks for these errors or unique qualities. Now, you're probably wondering, how can I tell if my 1964 penny is worth millions? First things first, check if your penny has no mint mark. As we mentioned earlier, this was common for pennies minted in Philadelphia, but the key lies in the details. Here are a few things to look for. Is your penny in near-perfect or uncirculated condition? Any visible wear can reduce the value significantly. Does your penny have exceptionally sharp details? Look at Lincoln's hair, his coat, and the wheat stalks, if it's a wheat penny. High-quality strikes can make a huge difference. Check for minting errors, like double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These unique flaws can skyrocket a penny's value. Some rare 1964 pennies were struck in a way that gives them a shiny, mirror-like appearance. If your penny reflects light in a way that resembles proof coins, it might be one of the rare ones. If your 1964 penny checks off any of these boxes, you could be sitting on a small fortune. But to truly know the value, it's essential to have your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. So why are collectors willing to pay millions for a penny that originally cost, well, 1 cent? For starters, the rarity factor plays a huge role. Out of the billions of pennies minted, only a few were struck with the right combination of errors, pristine condition, and historical significance. These coins are essentially time capsules, representing a moment in U.S. history when minting practices were inconsistent, leading to rare and highly sought-after coins. And for collectors, owning one of these rare 1964 no-mint mark pennies is like owning a piece of American history. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of prestige, a conversation piece, and an investment that could continue to grow in value over time. So there you have it. The 1964 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny could be hiding in your pocket change, and if it's the right one, it could be worth millions. Imagine that, turning a penny into a life-changing fortune. If you're a coin collector, or if you just have a jar of pennies sitting around at home, it's time to start checking. Who knows? You could be the next person to discover $1 million treasure. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed learning about rare coins, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of numismatics and collectibles. If you found any rare coins, let us know in the comments below, we'd love to hear your story. Sitting in your change jar right now? Seems too good to be true, right? Well, today, we're diving into the fascinating mystery behind the 1965 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny that's rumored to be worth millions of dollars. I'm Retire, and today we're discussing one of the most sought-after, potentially high-value coins that's been driving collectors crazy for years, the 1965 penny, specifically those without a mint mark. But first, let's dive into the backstory. The year 1965 was an interesting time for the U.S. Mint. In the early 60s, there was a nationwide coin shortage due to people hoarding silver coins. The U.S. Mint made a big decision. They removed mint marks from all coins to discourage hoarding and prevent people from identifying which mints produced certain coins. So, the majority of 1965 pennies have no mint mark, which might make you wonder, how could one of these be worth millions? Well, the key to a coin's value is in its rarity, condition, and potential errors or anomalies. This is where things get interesting. Now, there have been rumors and auction listings that claim certain 1965 pennies have fetched sky-high prices because of potential errors or rare variations. Error coins can occur during the minting process, like double strikes, off-center images, or even wrong metal types. But, and this is important, there are a lot of myths out there. Just because you have a 1965 penny doesn't mean you're sitting on a goldmine. Most 1965 Lincoln pennies, especially those with no mint mark, are only worth their face value, a penny. Check for things like double die errors, off-center strikes, or other imperfections. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is much more valuable. Rare coins minted on incorrect metal blanks can skyrocket in value. 10:04 a.m. 10 divided by 7 divided by 2024. A rare variety of the 1965 penny that may have been minted on the wrong planchet has been sold for high prices in the past. So, how can you find out if your 1965 penny is worth more than a cent? First, grab a magnifying glass and carefully inspect your coin. You'll want to look for any obvious errors or irregularities. Next, check the condition. Is it scratched or worn out, or is it in mint, uncirculated condition? If you think you found something special, your best bet is to have it professionally graded. Certified coins from trusted graders like PCGS or NGC are much more appealing to serious collectors and auction houses. Who knows? You might just be holding a $1 million penny. So, could you have a hidden treasure in your pocket change? What's the most valuable coin you've ever come across? Drop a comment below and let us know. What's up, coin collectors and treasure hunters? Today, we're diving into a story that might just leave you digging through your pocket change. What if I told you that a 1970 Lincoln penny, a coin most people wouldn't give a second glance, is actually worth millions of dollars? Sounds unbelievable, right? But in the world of rare coins, sometimes the impossible becomes reality. Stick around, because you won't want to miss out on the details that could make this humble penny the crown jewel of your collection. Let's start with the basics, the 1970 Lincoln penny. It was minted at the Denver Mint, that's the D mark below the date, and it's made from copper-plated zinc. So why all the fuss about a coin that millions of Americans have carried around in their pockets? Well, like so many valuable coins, it comes down to a mistake. This penny isn't just any ordinary coin. A small number of 1970 pennies were struck on older, previously minted coins, creating what's called a double die error. In simpler terms, the images and inscriptions on both sides of the penny were struck twice, creating slight but noticeable overlaps and distortions in the text and design. It's these imperfections that make the penny so valuable. But wait, it gets even better. Some of these coins were struck on foreign coin blanks meant for another country's currency, making them an even rarer anomaly. So how do we get to the $1 million mark? Well, that's where rarity and demand collide. In recent years, some 1970 Lincoln pennies with these unusual errors have fetched enormous prices at auction, reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, with one specific penny selling for an astonishing $1.7 million. That's right, a penny you could find in your spare change could be worth more than a mansion or a luxury sports car. Crazy, right? Okay, so you're probably wondering, do I have one of these $1 million pennies? To figure that out, you'll need a magnifying glass and a sharp eye. First, check the date for signs of doubling, particularly around the 1970 and the word liberty on the front of the coin. If you notice any overlapping or distorted features, you could be in luck. But remember, many minor mint errors might look cool but won't fetch you millions. It's all about that specific double die error or the foreign coin blank misprint. Now, if you think you've struck gold, or rather, copper, the next step is getting your coin authenticated by a professional. You can send your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC, where experts will verify its authenticity and grade it for rarity. Once it's authenticated, you can auction it off at one of the major coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. And who knows? You might be the next person to pocket $1 million from a humble penny. So, there you have it. A 1970 Lincoln penny could be your ticket to riches, but it takes a keen eye and a little luck to spot these rare finds. Now it's your turn, go check your piggy bank, your car seats, or maybe even your old coin collection. And if you find anything, drop a comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more treasure hunting tips and coin collecting stories. Who knows what valuable treasure you might have lying around? Could this penny in your pocket be worth $1 million? You're looking at the 1976 D Mint Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that's turning heads in the world of rare collectibles. Now, what makes this penny so special? On the surface, it might look like any other coin in your change, but certain rare varieties can fetch serious cash at auctions. In 1976, while America was celebrating its bicentennial, the Denver Mint was producing millions of these pennies. But a few of them, due to unique errors or production quirks, became ultra-rare. And it's these errors that have collectors clamoring. Error coins like off-center strikes, double die obverse, or rare misprints can push a penny's value into the thousands, or even millions of dollars. One such Lincoln penny sold at auction for a jaw-dropping amount. Imagine finding a treasure like that. But not every 1976 D penny is worth a fortune. You need to know exactly what to look for. Keep an eye out for key factors like mint errors, pristine condition, and expert grading. So, grab a magnifying glass, check your penny collection, and see if you have one of these rare error coins in your possession. You never know, your next penny could be worth $1 million. If you're into coin collecting, treasure hunting, or simply curious about the value of everyday items, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about a 1978 Lincoln penny that has caused quite a stir in the collecting community. First, let's break down what makes this penny special. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia before 1980 didn't have a mint mark, and the lack of a mint mark is standard. However, some collectors have mistakenly believed that a missing mint mark indicates rarity or a printing error. So, is this 1978 penny actually valuable? Mint marks are tiny letters on coins that tell us where they were minted. Coins from Denver will have a D mark, those from San Francisco will have an S, but Philadelphia, up until 1980, didn't use a mint mark on its pennies. So, if you have a 1978 penny with no mint mark, it's just a standard penny from Philadelphia. But that doesn't mean all hope is lost. While this specific coin may not be worth millions due to the absence of a mint mark alone, there are still other factors that can make a penny, even a common one, incredibly valuable. These include condition, mint errors, and unique features. One of the most important factors in determining a coin's value is its condition. Collectors look for coins in mint state, meaning they've never been circulated and remain in pristine condition. A 1978 penny in this kind of top-notch condition, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right buyer. But where things really get interesting is with error coins. Sometimes, coins are struck improperly at the mint, leading to mistakes that can turn an ordinary coin into a rare and valuable find. These errors might include off-center strikes, doubling, or planchet errors, and they can fetch big money at auctions. So, always keep an eye out for those. Although a regular 1978 penny with no mint mark isn't going to make you a millionaire, other factors like errors or high-quality grades could significantly boost its value. In fact, other Lincoln pennies, especially the 1943 copper penny or 1955 double die, have sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions. So, should you start checking your pocket change? Absolutely. While it's unlikely that your 1978 penny is worth millions, the thrill of the hunt for rare coins is a hobby that can still lead to significant finds. In the world of coin collecting, knowledge is key. So before you dismiss that penny as just a regular coin, take a second look. You never know what kind of treasure could be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all our latest content on rare and valuable coins. Could you be holding $1 million treasure in your pocket and not even know it? Today, we're talking about the incredible 1980 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in U.S. history. Most pennies are marked with a letter indicating where they were minted, like a D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But this penny has no mint mark. That's what makes it special, and extremely rare. In 1980, a small number of these pennies were accidentally minted at the Philadelphia Mint without the P mint mark, which was supposed to be there. And because of this error, collectors now hunt for them, and the prices are skyrocketing. Depending on its condition, a 1980 no mint mark penny could fetch thousands, and in some cases, millions at auction. Yes, you heard that right. One of these coins, in pristine condition, sold for a staggering amount. So, go check your coin jars, piggy banks, or that drawer where you toss your spare change. If you find a 1980 penny, take a closer look. You just might be holding a fortune. Who knew a single penny could make you a millionaire? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you've ever found one of these rare coins. Have you ever wondered if that simple penny sitting in your change jar could be worth a fortune? Well, today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncovering the story behind a 1984 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark that has been selling for jaw-dropping prices. This seemingly ordinary penny may not look like much at first glance, but trust me, it could be worth millions of dollars under the right conditions. So, what makes this penny so special? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about mint marks. In the world of coin collecting, mint marks tell you where a coin was made. You'll usually find a small letter under the date on the front of the coin indicating the mint, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and so on. But in the case of the 1984 Lincoln penny, some coins were produced without a mint mark at all, which can make them highly valuable depending on their rarity, condition, and error type. For the 1984 penny, this isn't just about the mint mark, there's an even more significant factor at play. Now, here's where things get really interesting. What coin collectors are really hunting for is a specific error known as the doubled ear variety. This means that during the minting process, an accidental doubling occurred in the design, particularly around Lincoln's ear. As you can see, this error makes it look like Lincoln has two ears. A subtle detail, but it makes all the difference when determining its value. So, how much is this penny worth? Well, the value of a rare coin depends on several factors: the rarity of the error, the coin's condition, graded on a scale from 1 to 70, and the demand from collectors. Coins in mint condition with this error can fetch thousands, and in some rare cases, even over $1 million at auctions. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that cost someone 1 cent to produce could end up selling for a small fortune. Okay, so how can you tell if you've got one of these valuable coins sitting in your collection? Here are a few steps to follow. 1. Check the year. First, make sure the penny was minted in 1984.2. Look for the mint mark. A valuable version of this coin will have no mint mark. 3. Inspect Lincoln's ear. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to closely examine Lincoln's ear. If you see signs of doubling, you may be holding something special. If your penny meets these criteria, it might be time to get it appraised by a professional coin grading service. So, the next time you're sorting through your spare change, don't dismiss those old pennies. Keep an eye out for that 1984 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark and the famous doubled ear error. You could be sitting on a literal goldmine. Who knows? That little copper coin in your pocket could end up making you a millionaire. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more fascinating coin discoveries. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we explore the world of rare coins and hidden treasures. Today, we're talking about one of the most controversial and often misunderstood coins in circulation, the 1986 Lincoln penny, but with a twist, this penny has no mint mark. You've probably heard rumors online about how this coin is worth thousands, even millions of dollars. But, what's the real story here? Let's dig into the facts. So, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's break down what a no mint mark penny actually means. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia during this time didn't have a mint mark. If you look at pennies from Denver or San Francisco, you'll see a tiny D or S under the date. But if your penny was minted in Philadelphia, there's no mint mark, and this is completely normal for pennies from 1986. Now, here's the key detail: pennies from 1986 without a mint mark are actually very common. In fact, hundreds of millions of these were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. So, where does the rumor of a $1 million 1986 penny come from? Like many things on the internet, it probably stems from a misunderstanding or an exaggeration. There are certain rare coins that fetch sky-high prices at auction, but they usually have major errors, unique characteristics, or were extremely limited in production. Unfortunately, the standard 1986 no mint mark penny doesn't fall into any of these categories. However, not all hope is lost if you're a coin collector. Some pennies from other years with rare errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or misprints, can be worth significant amounts of money. But these errors are rare, and you'll usually need an expert to authenticate them. To put things in perspective, a regular 1986 penny, even in pristine, uncirculated condition, is typically worth only a few cents or maybe $1 to collectors. However, if your penny has a unique error, that's where things get interesting. So always check your coins closely. Who knows what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. To sum it up, no, the standard 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark isn't worth millions of dollars. But if you're passionate about collecting, always keep an eye out for those rare error coins. They can be real hidden gems in the coin world. If you enjoyed learning about coin collecting and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on rare finds and valuable coins. And if you've got a unique coin in your collection, drop a comment below. Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Could a simple penny in your pocket be worth a fortune? What if I told you that some Lincoln pennies, especially from 1989 with no mint mark, could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. Buckle up as we dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and why you should check your spare change today. First, let's talk about the 1989 Lincoln penny. For most people, it's just a regular penny featuring Abraham Lincoln, minted for everyday transactions. However, not all pennies are created equal. Some pennies, particularly those that have a unique flaw or special attribute, can be worth much more than their face value. Coins minted in the United States typically have a mint mark, a small letter indicating where they were produced. You'll see letters like D for Denver, or S for San Francisco. However, Some pennies, like the 1989 no mint mark penny, were minted in Philadelphia, which traditionally doesn't use a mint mark. So, why is there hype around this coin? The real value comes from unique errors or rare conditions. Some 1989 pennies have certain flaws that make them stand out to collectors. A penny with an error, like a double die or a misstrike, can fetch insane prices at auction. Even a no mint mark 1989 penny in pristine condition could command hundreds or even thousands of dollars if the right buyer comes along. In fact, certain error pennies, though not extremely common, have sold for hundreds of thousands, even up to $1 million, if they're unique enough and in great condition. The 1989 no mint mark penny hasn't hit that mark yet, but there are instances where pennies from other years have done just that. But here's the catch. It's not just any old penny that's worth millions. Factors like condition, rarity, and errors are critical. A coin must be in nearly perfect mint state condition, meaning little to no signs of wear. That's where you might need to get your coin professionally graded. Grading companies like PCGS or NGC specialize in evaluating coins and giving them a rating. The higher the grade, the more valuable the penny becomes. So, if you find a 1989 penny in pristine condition, it might be worth sending it off for grading. Who knows, you could have a hidden treasure. Imagine turning a simple penny into thousands or even millions. If you come across a 1989 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, especially one in near-perfect condition or with a visible error, don't just toss it aside. It could be your golden, or should I say, copper, ticket. So, what are you waiting for? Go through your piggy banks, wallets, or wherever you keep spare change. That penny might just be worth a lot more than you think. We're diving into a fascinating topic that could make you a millionaire. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 1991 D mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. This little penny might look like any other, but it has a story that goes far beyond its face value of 1 cent. The 1991 D penny is known for its unique characteristics and potential value that can reach into the millions. The 1991 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint and features the iconic design by Victor David Brenner. The obverse showcases a profile of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse depicts the famous Lincoln Memorial. But here's where it gets interesting. The 1991 D penny, while common in circulation, holds a secret that not many people know about. You see, in 1991, there were certain minting errors that occurred, leading to a small number of pennies being produced with unusual features. These errors are what collectors are keenly hunting for. Some of the most sought-after errors include: 1. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coins is misaligned, resulting in a doubling effect on the inscriptions or Lincoln's image. 2. These are pennies that were not properly aligned when struck, leading to a portion of the coin being blank. 3. Some 1991 D pennies might have been produced without the D mint mark, adding to their rarity. So, if you've got a 1991 D penny in your collection or in your pocket change, it's worth taking a closer look. Now, let's talk value. A typical 1991 D penny in circulated condition is worth about 1 cent. However, if you happen to find one of those rare errors, the value skyrockets. In fact, some of these pennies have been sold for thousands, and in some rare cases, even millions of dollars. That's right, a penny could be worth more than your daily coffee run. But how do you determine if your penny is one of those rare finds? Let's cover some tips. 1. Use a magnifying glass to check for any unusual markings or features. 2. If you think you found something special, consider taking it to a professional coin dealer or appraiser for verification. 3. Engage with other coin collectors online or in local clubs. Sharing knowledge and experiences can lead to amazing discoveries. And remember, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. Coins in mint condition with no visible wear will command a higher price. Lastly, always handle your coins with care. Use gloves to avoid getting oils from your fingers on the surface, and store them in protective cases. Alright, collectors. Now you know the ins and outs of the 1991 D Lincoln penny and why it's worth looking for. If you find one of those rare coins, you might just hold a piece of history in your hands, and a potential fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and tricks. Have you ever found a rare coin? Share your stories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. We're diving into a remarkable piece of numismatic history, the 2008 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny that's worth millions. Yes, you heard that right. This little coin might just be hiding in your pocket or piggy bank. First, let's talk about what makes the 2008 D Lincoln penny so special. As part of the 2008 Presidential Dollar Series, these pennies were produced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. But here's the kicker, there's a very rare variety of this penny that can fetch staggering prices at auction. The standard 2008 D penny isn't worth much, in fact, it's typically valued at just a few cents. However, there are certain mint errors, like the 2008 D penny with the double die reverse, that can be worth upwards of $1 million. Imagine finding one of those in your change. So, how can you tell if you have this rare gem? Look closely at the reverse side of your penny. If you notice a distinct doubling of the letters, especially in 1 cent and United States of America, you may have struck gold. Many collectors recommend checking your change regularly, searching through rolls of coins at your local bank, or even scouring online marketplaces. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare find. 2014 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This coin isn't just another penny, it has the potential to be worth millions. But how did it gain such extraordinary value? Stick around to find out. The Lincoln penny was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It quickly became a staple of American currency. But what makes the 2014 No Mint Mark penny stand out from its predecessors? First, let's understand what a mint mark is. Mint marks are small letters on coins indicating where they were minted. For example, P means it was minted in Philadelphia, an S for San Francisco, and a D for Denver. The absence of a mint mark indicates that it was also produced in Philadelphia. In 2014, the U.S. Mint decided to release two versions of the Lincoln penny, one with a mint mark and one without. However, it turns out that only a limited number of the no mint mark coins were released into circulation. The key to any collectible coin's value is rarity. The 2014 no mint mark Lincoln penny is particularly rare, with estimates suggesting that only a few thousand were produced without the mint mark. This scarcity has created a significant demand among collectors and investors alike. In the coin collecting community, the rule of thumb is simple: the rarer the coin, the higher its value. A typical 2014 penny is worth just 1 cent, but the no mint mark version? That's where it gets exciting. Reports have shown that these coins can fetch anywhere from $500 to a staggering $1 million at auction, depending on their condition and demand. Now, you might be wondering how a penny can be worth that much. The answer lies in the grading system used by numismatists. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A well-preserved 2014 no mint mark penny graded at 65 or higher can significantly increase its market value. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in pristine condition, as these are the ones that tend to command the highest prices. If you think you might have one of these valuable pennies, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable service such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. This step can add legitimacy to your coin and help you fetch a higher price when it's time to sell. So, how can you identify a 2014 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Here's a quick guide. 1. Look for the date *, make sure it says 2014 on the front. 2. Check for the mint mark *, flip the coin over and look just beneath the 1 cent label. If there's no P, D, or S mint mark, you have a no mint mark penny. 3. Examine the condition asterisk. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. The better the condition, the more valuable it is. If you find one, congratulations. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. In conclusion, the 2014 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it's a treasure waiting to be discovered. Its rarity and the demand from collectors have driven its value into the millions. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos on rare coins and collectibles. And let us know in the comments if you've ever stumbled upon a rare coin yourself. We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.